It's really confusing. So I'm really thinking in my head, like, is James Gunn planning something that he just can't reveal right now? So, like, he can only announce stuff that's either impossible to keep private or something like that, where he can only announce certain things. He doesn't want to reveal too much.
Sucks we're only on audio. But I don't know. I'm thinking of it when you said that. I know I said before, you just released the clip where I was talking about there's only a few stories you can do in DC if you're doing, like, a universe.
Yeah.
And it's Injustice. And then the basic Darkseid story where he first comes, like the Thanos, or Crisis on Infinite Earth. Yeah. And this feels like something like that. Like there's going to be multiple Supermans. There's going to be multiple Shazams.
Maybe. That'd be.
Because, like you said, it's so very confusing because, like, they made it the point to be like, Black Adam's done. Well, if Black Adam's done, why did he put two of his characters from his show that's going to continue on in that? Then... Okay, fine. You messed up one. You didn't know that, but it's in Shazam. They could have just cut that scene out.
Oh yeah.
So like that's
that
another.
Was talk about that. I was like, they had to shoot that after because it was like it seems like
even
James
if they didn't
Gunn's
shoot,
plan.
even if they didn't shoot it after, they could have cut it the day before the movie dropped.
Yeah.
Like they didn't, or you know what I mean?
It's not a hard scene to cut.
Yeah, it's just the end credits.
Yeah,
like you just don't show it. So it's like it wasn't like this part of the movie that had to be a part of it. Like so they intentionally showed us that again, where they're setting up Waller, like I said, making a new JSA, but it's like. New JSA, like I thought all that shit that just happened with that JSA didn't happen. So it's just very confused. Where like makes me think, like I said, bring it up. I know I said it before because like I said, there's only so many storylines you can do. Like if you want to do like a series of movies, I mean, there's plenty of like one-offs you could do. But if you're trying to do 3 to 4 movies and like do a 10 series with different characters, really can only do Injustice.
I think they're doing Injustice. I don't know.
I don't think they are. I think with everything that's set up now, I think they're doing some kind of Crisis on Infinite Earth. Yeah. Just because if you were doing Justice, I think Batman and Superman would be the same age. That'd be similar ages.
Yeah. But the age gap has to be wild unless Batman's getting girls pregnant at 10. Like I'm very confused with that.
Because the underlying story of Injustice really is like they're brothers. They're like best friends and they're like head to head against each other.
Yeah.
If it's an 80-year-old Batman against a young Superman, that doesn't seem very fair. No. So that doesn't make sense to me. They can't really. I would like them to do Injustice. I've been harping that all the time. It doesn't make sense if Batman's gonna be old. So I think they're gonna do something like that.
They have to do Injustice. I feel like it's gonna.
I'm assuming Injustice 2 probably had the rights to that is somewhere else. Well, I guess they're Warner Brothers. So I don't know. I don't think they're doing Injustice just because we don't have a Joker.
Yeah, I guess it is a mess. It's a mess. Maybe it is Infinite.
Yeah,
we
can't really do Injustice, and like they had unless they do like a Batman movie with a really good Joker in it, like right off the rip. But besides that, they can't do Injustice, like I said, because Batman and Superman are the same age, and there's no Joker, like no built-in Joker, like where Batman and his arc are already like. It just wouldn't be the same. I don't think it would be the same. It'd be a waste of time. So I now I think when you like I said that kind of hit a spark. I think it's going to be Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Okay. Yeah,
just because, and I think Henry Cavill's going to be in it, and that'll be the reason.
That's why he's been like fuck Henry Cavill, so that everyone's so deterred.
And I think all the characters are going to still. That's why they're all still. He's keeping them like in it, because at some point they'll be in it.
He is playing maybe maybe he is playing like a whole official reset, but not what we think.
Yeah,
maybe he's like, all right, I just got fuck.
Yeah, maybe it'll be like a reset where like. It's like I said, it's Crisis on Infinite Earth, where like you meet a new Superman, you tell his story, and then it happens, and then they combine or whatever. Like I don't know what, and maybe that's not it. I was just like you said, it's very confusing what the hell he's doing.
Yes,
and it's okay to be confusing in Peacekeeper and Guardians because like
it's their own world.
Yeah, like where like you can mess with stuff and be like weird, and it's like. Their fandom isn't as strong. We're like you're saying, like we can't do Injustice. Superman and Batman are at the same age. Like, there's little intricacies that like you release some stuff, so like we know we can start connecting dots. Yes. And if you're saying it, you're telling an old.
There's no fucking dots to connect.
Yeah, it's exactly now. It's just like, and people aren't gonna like that because we want you to use the source material.
Yes, and it's getting really annoying for me is because. Again, like I said earlier, that one thing I want to keep harping on is like it's just really confusing, and I don't know what the plan is. Like, if we're keeping like, actually, I'll bring this back to this point. Is like, I don't want to discredit James Gunn because he just seems like such a nerd, like at heart. Like he brought up these D-list superheroes and made them into A-listers, Guardians and Peacemaker, obviously, but. Like, is it too much to handle? Or, like, I don't want to say that because I feel like he knows it. But, like, he's just not revealing or he's revealing the stuff the wrong way. Because he announced all that shit and he didn't think it through. Like, I don't know.
Flash is what, in the summer?
Yeah, it's coming out.
That was when all the questions
Yeah.
will be answered after that. When the reset happens and we see like what's going on, then he won't be able to hide anymore.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I think he's waiting for that because he feels the pressure. He's said it a few times, like, "Hey, I understand what I'm holding. Like,
yes.
I know."
Yeah, and that's why people are going to be hypercritical of you, and it's okay to be you can fuck around with Peacemaker and with
Guardians
because they don't
have
fans.
that cult following
Exactly.
like Batman.
It's not
Superman.
even close. Not even close to
No,
that.
nothing. A lot of superheroes aren't.
Well,
even
I'm
close.
just saying. Yeah, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying they don't have any following.
No.
I never heard of the Guardians of the Galaxy before that movie came out, and I'm gonna say I was pretty heavy into comic books.
Yeah.
More DC than Marvel, but I read Thanos' story before it happened.
Yeah.
I read their Crisis. Well, it's not called Crisis, but Secret Wars and stuff. I'd read that way before these movies that came out. But I never heard of the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. You hear Peter Quill, but I ain't never read one of their comics. I was like, oh, this cannon fodder character.
Yeah.
And he literally that's one of the better trilogies they have. People love the Guardians.
I'm very excited for the third one.
Like I said, I'm constantly going about Peacemaker. It just was amazing.
It was. I gotta rewatch that.
It was just awesome. It was like a 10 out of 10 to me. I thought it was amazing. So it's like, oh, you're like, oh, well, he's gonna do something great with Superman, but it's like, there's rules to follow when you do Superman, when you do Batman, when you're telling some of these really DC stories are iconic. You think Thanos' story is iconic. Any DC story they tell is more popular than the Thanos story.
You only have two. It's Thanos.
And Secret Wars. Secret Wars and Thanos.
Avengers versus X-Men.
Yeah, Avengers versus X-Men. Those are their big ones. Outside of that, it's and those are all smaller than Injustice, Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Oh yeah.
And it's you can't just I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna have a young Batman.
I truly don't think he's gonna do that.
No, I don't either.
There's some smoke behind these mirrors or something.
I think so too, because the Superman thing doesn't make sense to me.
No.
That Superman's gonna be 23 and Batman's gonna be 50.
50. What the fuck?
That doesn't make. Well, I don't. None of the stories really are
lining up, but we'll see. No. We don't want to harp on it too much, but I did want to bring that up because they brought it up in Shazam, and it confused me a lot.